Hello! Today, here in Backyard Football 2002, we are going to be building the worst team possible. Let's go over some of these settings. We're going to leave it random. We're going to play on hard. We need the first 7 picks because we need to be able to choose where we're going. The interesting one is power-ups, because there's a good chance that if our defense is really bad, it would actually advantage us to have power-ups. But there's a good chance that... But I just don't think we need them right now. I'm just going to choose Emerald Arena. It seems pretty basic. I think I'm just going to... We are going to be the ornery orcas today. We are going to be pink. Alright. So we're looking at this cast of characters, and we need to choose the worst ones. I have done this a couple years ago, or like maybe 10 years ago. At the time, my perspective was to just take the worst players based on like average stats, have no character over a 7 in any stat category, and then just play as hard as I can. And it's really not that difficult. I have been exposed to the idea that there is a tougher way to do this, and that is by putting players in the worst position possible and then locking the where you can change positions of the players throughout the season. And this is really tough because fatigue is on. I don't know how this is going to go, and because of that, it also means that some of our medium players, well, we'll get there. So let's fill out the roster with really obvious teams. We need a kid, a created kid, and we need to put no stats into him. His name is going to be Hans Worst. I don't know. I just need a name. Left boy. Some random date. We're gonna call him Sloppy Joe, I think. Yeah. Actually, we're gonna do noodles. Let's go. Okay. Had nothing. Say okay. I'm not using all of our stats.
Come on, take
It
me
didn't
for
bug
your
out.
team.
Yes.
I'm ready
So you have some.
play.
Well, so this is the worst. So this is, in theory, the worst possible player in the game. All right. So we start from the bottom, and then we're gonna take Ronnie Dobbs, who is easily the worst kid in this game. In fact, I haven't played all of the backyard sports. I've heard that Ronnie Dobbs is actually good in some of them. To me, this is the worst character in all of backyard sports, but who knows. And then Jorge Garcia.
It's a new tie. Do you like it? Pick
Oh,
me,
and
it's
Angela Del
yours.
Vecchio.
I'm not going to get dirty, am I?
These are the 4 worst characters in the game. It's not particularly close.
Why don't you
But
make
there
it
are some
easy on
very
yourself and pick
important
me,
things about them.
Good choice, kiddo.
One thing is that if we're going to try to put them in as worst position as possible, that means Jorge Garcia is not our quarterback, for example. And Angela Del Vecchio is not a kicker. We're probably going to end up putting Hans. We're either going to put Hans at quarterback or Maria Luna at quarterback, who are the only 2 characters in the game that have a 1 in passing. And then we're going to have to try to, like, not have Ronnie Dobbs be... Ronnie Dobbs will probably be our center at a 2 blocking and tackling. And then Jorge Garcia is actually way too good of a wide receiver to play. I'll try to show some video of this, but on this computer, he actually has the record for the most passing yards in a season, because just for fun, I was like, what if I just made a season and just threw it to Jorge Garcia as many times as is reasonable? And the reasonable amount of times was nearly infinite. Of note, Jorge Garcia, 142 catches for 3,800 receiving yards. Look at what I have done with Jorge Garcia. I just want you to picture me doing this with like a real character. This game is kind of broken. So we're looking for like wide receivers that have combinations of catching and running that are really bad. And the other character, who's actually not a bad character, that has a catching and running worse than Angela Del Vecchio, is Kimi Ekman. Normally, the way you would do this, as I was saying before, is you go at characters like the Weber twins, Ahmed Khan, Billie Jean Blackwood, and Cade McDowell. who none of which have a stat over 7, but end up with the, and Kenny Kawaguchi, who who has no stat over 7, but end up being like these medium characters. And if you're allowed to put them in good positions, they can do a lot. But that's not really what we're looking for right now. Right now, we're looking for extreme values, because once we lock our roster, if Maria Luna isn't on defense, like, we're probably not going to be able to defend or like use her catching to get interceptions from time to time. And same with Kimmy Ekman. These two characters are probably just not on defense, but we get them as offensive specialists, quote unquote offensive specialists. Maria Luna as a quarterback and Kimmy Ekman as a wide receiver. Ronnie Dobbs as Hans is either going to be the running back or wide receiver. Ronnie Dobbs is the center, and Angela Delvecchio would be the other wide receiver. That's probably our starting offense, and our starting defense is probably these four. Plus, I think I will have to get one of these guys, and we're probably going to take Ahmed Khan because he's the shortest. But he's actually going to end up being our best defensive player. Keep in mind that the purpose of these kinds of challenges is to you have to allow the player to try as hard as he can somewhere, because like in theory I could just take any team I wanted and purposefully lose every game, but what we're trying to do is create a team to make it bad enough that trying in the game is interesting. So we can't draft enough truly bad players to really never do anything. And so we're just going to try to draft as many bad players to make it tough to do anything.
Now show me the candy.
So we take Kimmy Ekman, we take Maria Luna,
Can I bring my precious ponies with?
and we're taking Ahmed Khan. Now,
I'd be a rockin'
interestingly
good addition
enough,
to our
Ahmed
team.
Khan is easily our best player in this team, but he's not like a good player. But he can't play offense, and we're just going to have to try to abuse him on defense. I don't know really how this is going to go, but this game is pretty easy, so I'm not too terribly worried about it. Game 1. Oh, look at this. Yeah, isn't this an interesting way that they distributed these guys? This is like a totally playable team. Let's change that and make it totally unplayable. This is terrible. The other thing I'm not gonna prevent myself from doing is changing the playbook, but we're not gonna be able to substitute, which is gonna be tough. The only thing I'm gonna allow myself to do, other than like, I'm gonna leave these characters as is. I think I will allow myself to move around the defense a little bit. It just helps with different things from time to time, and I might need to mess around with different positioning. Jorge Garcia, by the way, is tall. His advantage is that he's tall, so he actually might be able to get like a pick or two here. And I don't know, I probably should just do this. Another thing that I'm gonna allow myself to do is the created kid has a function in this game where if you get achievements with him, he can gain stats. Because I think that is a fun game mechanic, I think, depending on exactly how this goes, I am going to strongly consider, or I will definitely put stats into him, and I might consider taking off entire games just to feed him achievements, because if we can get him functional, that would be good. But realistically, that's probably not what's going to happen. Oh boy.
Football season is finally
Let's get in
here,
this first
and
game.
hang on to your helmets, sports fans, because we've got a...
Oh, I didn't change my kicker. I'll have to do that in a second. Yeah, Angela's way too good of a kicker to be a kicker. Yeah, look at that. She's actually good. The reason she's a 7 and not lower, I think, is because of her accuracy and not because of her leg. But we gotta mess with this. We're probably never going to be kicking field goals anyways, but we'll see. Get a tackle? Okay. Yep, well, we slowed him down for our one good tackler. See, I've been playing this game way too much. This is all about... This is all going to come down to, can I score points? And I don't think that's going to be a problem. But I don't think the computer is going to be able to score. The computer's playbook is really bad. They have a lot of just garbage plays that should not be in the game, and they often don't know what to do. Alright, so normally the strategy is you flip between the claw and da bomb, and you, depending on what the open side of the field is, and you make these little out routes. But I don't even know how far Maria Luna can throw. Ah, she threw an interception right away. And we give up a touchdown. And oh, not quite. Kimmy Ekman has good tackling stats, so I'm going to try to go for a pick here, but these guys are so tall. I don't think the computer is going to be able to score. And we're losing already. Interesting. That last play put me in a bind. Interesting. Not on defense, on offense. Last play on offense. Interesting. It seemed like Maria Luna has some ability to have range with her throws, which is very important. Oh, I should technically... I don't know if I'm going to, but I technically... Or the... Okay, we got some yards. We're going to have to just dink and dunk and try not to turn the ball over too much. Oh, that was an opportunity. I was so locked into this strategy, which... I mean, we're not punting. Yeah, the problem is... Oh, yeah, there's a big problem here, which is... You have to gain yards every single play, and it's hard to do. This again. I should not be trying this the second time. But that's what we were going for the last time.
The Orcas will take over at the 1st and 20.
Yeah, it's just tough. It's just tough. She has no velocity, and I'm assuming no range. I haven't really tried it. On defense, we're doing okay, though, so far. I don't know if we're ever going to get field position enough to do something like get points on defense. I also wonder if I should flip Jorge Garcia and Angela Del Vecchio. Oh, there it is. Oh, wait, stay in the end zone. We don't want it on the 1. We want it on the 20. Alright, we need to see if we can gain yards. We have gained some yards, but not many. Wow, we lost yards on that play. There we go. Got a little comeback. But this is not enough yards to get a first down. Oh, geez, this is bad. So these two guys, I think, are going to go into coverage here. And normally what you do is you throw a pass out here. But this guy's tall. And the other solution is to throw it on a comeback. Let's just, you know what? Oh, yeah, she can't throw that far. Okay, so now we know her limit. Because it was a fumble, we actually get a first down. That's crazy. Okay, this is all blitzing. Our fastest player is Angela Del Vecchio, or, well, we're just going to throw it over here. And we're going to have to throw it quickly, unfortunately. Got some yards. Okay. This is coverage again, but there's a trick here. Whoa, no! He came across the formation. No! He's too fast. No! No! I don't think the computer is going to be able to score. So she kind of beat her guy to the inside, but the guy who came across the formation to cover somebody got me there. Normally, I would have more flexibility to not have to throw that right away, but Maria Luna's range is so bad that you don't end up with much of a choice. Oh, I still haven't adjusted this. I'm not sure how important it is. Nah, I should change it, because I technically should have everybody in as bad position as possible. Boy. The other thing we could do, we could cheese it. There are cheesy plays you can deal with. I wanted this. I wanted catch. I don't know. I was always going to allow myself to change the plays. Oh my gosh, she could throw that. I think that was her. I think that was a combination of how inaccurate she is, and how far she can throw. Yeah, look at how it's not going to where I'm pointing. Wow. Now they're never gonna cover this because that's just the way that play works. It's a little cheesy, but desperate times call for desperate measures, you know? They just, I don't know why yeah, see, it doesn't even matter. I think I need to allow the cheese. This is called game knowledge. This isn't called cheese, really.
Somebody's been practicing.
There's another version of it where she goes straighter. I might even be, yeah, do-si-do right here, where they go straighter, but I kind of just want her on an island to be able to... Okay, we're gonna go for the interception again. Yeah, he's tall, so it's hard to do. It's possible, but it's really difficult.
Nice job of looking off the
Yeah, he gets too close and he dives early, which is not what you want.
want.
Field goal, interesting. And he makes it! Who makes field goals in this game? Still haven't scored a point yet, but I've at least gained yards. Once again, I'm kind of stuck with Hans here. Okay, very good. The other thing about this game is catching stats are mostly for... That was a great play, by the way. Catching stats are mostly for passes that are, like, thrown really hard. Usually if you're lobbing the pass, like, anybody can catch it. And then it just comes down to height. But if the player's just wide open, most players are pretty good at catching. The only players I have true difficulty with are, like, the really, really short players, like Luann Louie and Ronnie Dobbs. For some reason, they just have trouble tracking it in ways. But Luann Louie is way too broken for this. We scored a touchdown! Let's go! There it is! The comeback begins. Now the question is, if this makes it too easy, do we have to outlaw this? Because the other challenge is too hard? I don't know. Like, how, like, do we create a fair play that's, like, still within the realm of fair? Because this always felt like cheese to me. Even when, you know, when I was a kid, I was like, oh yeah, it's so cool, but it's also like cheese. Oh my god. We need the 2-point conversion. I don't know, it's tough to say. I think if we catch up in this half, I think if we, like, legitimately catch up, I will go back to experimenting with other plays. Because this is a bit, it's just tough to make this actually a worthwhile challenge. Most of the time, it's kind of like the computer is not good enough to really push. It's not really possible to push you as a player. Oh my gosh, no way! No, we need the cheese, guys. Do you see it? Do you see why we need to be able to at least route up people and get them open? This is why. I'm pretty sure every single player missed the tackle on that play. I would have to check the replay.
Happy feet, wombo combo. That ain't Falco. That ain't Falco. Oh, 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 oh.
Akmakan either just didn't get there, and then it was 4 missed tackles, or it was all 5 missed tackles, man. That was crazy. But I think we can come back to this. I think we can come back. We've gotten some stops. We even got them to kick an extra point there. And we just scored a touchdown on the last drive. We can't really do anything here. Oh, I should have thrown it to Hans. Tried to get some season stats up.
The 40. Heidi ho, it's halftime.
You know, if we are going to be cheesing, I'm gonna try this. We're gonna see how this goes. We're on offense first, which is good. We're down 2 touchdowns.
They're not touching this one.
And I'm probably gonna go for 2 every time anyways, but now keep in mind Hans is also on defense, so the other thing that was happening is that because Kimi Ekman isn't allowed to be on defense because her blocking and tackling is too high, she actually has a ton of energy, which is a unique advantage over Angela Del Vecchio, unfortunately. And Kimi Ekman has energy issues, so like I almost could have argued that she should have been on. But I don't know. Okay, let's see if we can complete a pass to our guy. Oh, no, no. Well, okay, we're gonna see if we can complete a pass to our guy. But the answer might be no. Yeah, if the answer is just no, it's impossible, then that's a okay. No! I didn't throw it in time. I reacted poorly. Boy, am I allowed to punt it here? I don't know. I don't think so. I think we have to go back to this. We'll try to get him the ball at some point, but I think we're still in the learning phase, and we need to get. Oh, come on! That's kind of close. Jorge Garcia would have gotten there. He definitely would have gotten there.
First down and 20, complete to
I don't think Hans is ever going to get a stat in this entire game. I think he has -1 rushing yards. I might not ever be able to get him a tackle
for a loss.
or a sack or anything. Or a catch.
Titans, 30-yard line. Looking for the open
4th down.
receiver.
Okay, we got to take this play a little
Now
serious.
for the
Oh,
field goal.
field goal again. I don't like that.
Straight through. Noodles
that makes it really
to
tough.
receive it. Frankie will kick it off here. Lets it land.
Oh, right. I guess he's getting kick return yardage.
Dragged down. The Orcas take over. On the Orcas, 26.
Okay, that time I actually reacted in time, and Angela caught it, and she could go. She's not going to go all the way, obviously. But.
Big yards. The Orcas will begin at 33-yard line.
Boy, Maria almost didn't get that off.
It is caught.
Yikes.
Is headed to end zone 6.
He actually might be able to guard her here. That normally doesn't happen. Oh, no, she doesn't.
Tosses it to the
Oh,
right.
catch the
Looks
ball.
right in.
Okay, I'm going to try one more time. Oh. Yeah, I'm going to try one more time, but he's now too tired. He can't do anything here.
Long drop. Fires
No.
it out
Yes!
far
Let's
side.
go! Hans with a touchdown! Let's go! Positive yards. All right. Okay, is it even remotely possible to ever get an achievement with this guy? I don't know. I think if this game was even, the answer is maybe. He's always going to be so tired, though. Okay, so what are some of them? 15 catches in a game is 1. 5 touchdowns in a game is 1. Though, admittedly, the way it's looking right now, I'm not sure I'm going to be scoring 5 touchdowns in any game. But, like, maybe we can make it work in the future, where we just try to go out of bounds of the 1 yard line and give him every single touchdown.
The Titans will start at their own 38. The
Yeah,
pitch
get off
to
the block. Okay.
Hans. Hit back.
42.
Let's see, like 20 touchdowns in a season is 1.
That brings up third down. On the
Just trying to think of the ones that might be realistic. But the issue is if he only gets like 1 achievement, that's cool, but it's not helpful. You really got to get to like 3 or 4 before you really start noticing a difference.
Frankie will be punting it away. Ahmed.
And it
back
has to all be in
receive.
running,
Hits it.
right? And honestly, when I say 3 or 4, so if we compare him to our other players, he's going to need 3 stats to make him our best receiver. In terms of speed, which in this situation is probably our best receiver, is if you're just faster. But I don't know if I can get to make him the same running stat as my other characters. And so it's going to be 4 achievements. So I don't know if it's reasonable or possible to get to 4 achievements, especially since he's playing offense and defense and is just tired. That's kind of the issue with this Kimmy Ekman thing. She's just not tired because she doesn't play defense.
Complete to Kimmy.
That kid was open like a book.
Gain of 19.
Boy, we basically do not have enough time for this.
Maria fakes back to pass.
I wish I could lead her more, but I can't trust Maria Luna's accuracy.
Complete for some big yards. The Orcas will begin at
Oh, like that. Oh! Yeah, that's the other thing is, I think it makes it harder to catch when it's further away from you. So it's cooler. That's not good. I like I said, I don't have much of a choice. We kind of have to. What is happening? Yeah, we just don't have better options. This is just what we're doing. So it's just spam this one play and hope it works, and it didn't. Wow, we got into the red zone. We didn't score. I thought the bigger issue was going to be getting into the red zone in timely manner, not scoring. That's crazy. Hans, I don't think that's a sack, but Hans got a tackle. Let's go. Okay. We're gonna try to. It's so hard to select him because clicking. I guess I have to hold it down. No, if I run over, yeah. See, if so close. If I'm just holding down left click, I will select the next person. And it's really hard to do when running. Dodges in the area. There we go. That's what I was trying to do this whole time. I'm not consistent at it. Maybe I would have been a couple years ago, but
tosses it to the right.
Oh, come on.
Could go all the way. Complete for some big yards. First down and 20. Fades back to pass.
I should have thrown that sooner. I think Kimmy Ekman's slowing down. Oh, no, she's not. Not according to that.
The Orcas will start.
It kind of
at
feels like she is, though, but maybe she's just
They're
not.
going
She
to
just
throw.
can't catch
Tosses it
anything.
to the right. Third down.
Oh, brother.
Long drop. Fires
Wow! So sometimes Maria Luna can just chuck it. Okay, we actually do not have enough speed to ever get this first down here. Yeah. Not without Jorge Garcia saving us. He is the savior we need, but he's not the savior we deserve. Oh, wow.
If I had that kind of protection when I was playing, I wouldn't have had all those head injuries.
Tosses it back to Hans. Dropped for a loss. On the Titans, 29
Yeah, the flip play on defense is bugged for some reason. What? I think the computer does this. They just start throwing to different people. I don't know if it's like a data thing or like, you know, like they're experimenting or how the programming works, but I just like, this is just the one plan I have. I don't even know that there would be a better plan. Oh no, not like this. Another defensive touchdown. I don't think the computer is going to be able to score. And we lose the first game. So originally, I was kind of wondering if the goal of this video was going to be, let's see if we can make the playoffs. But the first goal needs to be, can I win a game with these settings? Because this is actually pretty insane. I am so incredibly limited. But I think if I get off to a better start and get lucky enough with the catches, I think it is possible to do more than I'm doing. There's no way this is a completion, but we just want to see if we can get a season stats up a little bit more. Let's go. I'm guessing the season stats are kind of out of the reach, but we'll see. 5 interceptions. 230 yards for Kimmy Ekman. Wow. Kimmy Ekman in that game only got 11 catches, so to get the achievement for the trophy, I should say, the individual award, I'm sorry, for 15 and doing it with a worse player is a tough ask right now. But the fact that we actually made a challenge that's actually challenging is pretty neat. We'll see how this goes a second time. Do I invest in the future? I don't think so. I think the first thing I need to do is I need to win a game, and then we can start thinking about what our long-term prospects look like. It is raining. Playing the Jag.
Noodles is going to be kicking off. Pickles waiting for the kick. Drops on the
Not allowed to win field position medals with our kicker.
The Jaguars
Oh yeah, look at this.
41.
Not a pick, but...
Tries a
Oh, it is a pick! Let's go! Okay. Wait a minute, we're so close. I'm gonna at least try to throw a pass here.
The Orcas will begin at
To Hans, that is.
36 yards.
Yes, he caught it. He got some yards. Let's go.
To pass. Dumps it off to the right side.
Oh gosh, the rush is so fast. Let's go. Come on, Hans. You can do it.
Caught and
That's
brought
2
back
catches.
to
Can we
the
make it 3?
3-yard line.
While he still has energy? Because that's the other key. Oh, no!
So, couldn't hold on. The
Come on, Hans. We could have a lead for the first time in this game. All right, on 4th down, we're going to switch to Kimmy. But for now... Come on. Fine. Okay. We're actually going to switch to Angela Del Vecchio because she's taller, and that might make it easier to make a catch here. Scoring here is so important. Yes, let's go. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We didn't throw a pick. We got a turnover in their territory, and we scored off it. These are the most important things. We're just trying to win a game right now. I think this counts as a catch, so I will try while Hans still has some energy. But for sure the next quarter... I'm actually gonna check. Game, receiving. Yeah, he has. That counts as a catch. Okay, that's good. I don't think we can get him to 15, but I mean, we're gonna make a little bit of an effort in this game while it's still possible. Okay, let's see. We can't do it again because she snapped the ball too quickly. Wow, though, him bobbling it though. Oh, this is one that goes here. Oh, I almost had 2 picks. Oh, but she threw it too short.
Looking for the open receiver.
Can we make the playoffs with this team? We'd have to win a bunch of games.
Pickles.
I don't know if I go win a championship with this team, which is really saying something. That's quite rare that I would ever have a thought. Oh, you're right. I should have done punt return because Ahmed Khan is back here. And Ronnie Dodds is even quicker than me.
Here is the kick. The orca.
Alright, Hans is getting tired. I think I could maybe throw him another pass, but the issue is that would get him to like 4 passes, and he would need to get 5, or what would that be? Yeah, it would be 4 every quarter, and I don't even think I can get him another pass in the next quarter.
On the orcas, 19 yards.
So it kind of is what it is. This is a little bit of an RNG generator, we're not gonna lie. But our offense being based on RNG is what it is. The defense is where most of the skill comes in. And there are settings where I really should throw to the top receiver, like here. I just need to keep my eyes open. Third down and 2. Yeah, he's just too tired. Really, this is the issue with picking a team that kind of forces me to leave these guys off on defense. Is that I can't like make a substitution to give him a little bit more juice.
Looks like they're going to the air here.
Oh no, well it's 4th down. That's fine. There we go.
If I had that kind of protection when I was playing, I wouldn't have had all those headaches.
The orcas have it at 14-yard line.
Here we go, Kimmy. Let's go. Up 2 touchdowns. Man, I think I am gonna go back and try to feed Hans. I just don't think it's possible, because when you're like at max tired, even like the good players aren't good. Oh, I should have thrown this to Hans though. That would be smart. That doesn't matter. I don't expect to be attempting any field goals or extra points. I think there is an individual award for getting like 5 field goals in a game, but with 1 kicking, I think that's just impossible. 1 kicking and 0 energy. I just don't think it's reasonable or possible, really.
That brings up 3rd down.
Oh, almost got there. Almost got there.
We'll be punting it away. Noodles, to receive it, puts his foot into it, lets it land.
I'm up 2 touchdowns. Let's see if we can complete a pass to him first. If we can, then we might try again. Oh, we can. Okay. Okay. I don't think there's an achievement for just 100 yards receiving. I think like they expect you to get like insane high amounts, like 200 yards receiving. That's a pick. Oh, it's not a pick. Got really lucky there. 3rd and 19. I think we need to start trying a little bit again.
The orcas have it at 33-yard line.
The extra speed will help me, yeah, because she can get halfway there, and then we can get the other half right here. Oh, too far, too far. Messing around with Hans too much.
First down and 20.
Oh, goodness. Some players would have intercepted that. But not Angela in that situation. Uh-oh. Yeah, not fast enough. If Jorge was there, maybe.
On the Jaguars, 39-yard line. Going for a screen pass here.
Jorge with the tackle. It's not actually that impressive, but it always feels impressive, because the description, whenever you read Jorge's description, makes it sound like he never tackles anybody, he never gets dirty, etc. But that's not actually how it works. Okay, once again, I'm going to try again on 1st down.
First down and 20.
And then...
Going to the air here.
Okay, okay.
Noodles, got it.
He got great separation from the coverage.
We don't have enough time to score again, but we do have enough time to at least attempt another catch. Let's go. Wait a minute, we do have enough time to score. Oh, barely though. This... I wish this route was a little bit further forward. Okay. Okay, 3 touchdown lead. Man, we might be messing around with Hans the entire rest of this game. Like, if we're up 3 scores, keep in mind, the other team, if you're wondering what the real difference is, the other team was taller, they were faster, and I think they had slightly better plays. I just, like, the computer's always running some percentage of bad plays, but under that assumption, those plays weren't so bad. Oh, he actually caught it. I didn't think that there was any way. Okay, okay. Hans. Has some Hans. Let's go. We're probably never running the ball. Let's see. I want to check the first half stats for receiving. 8 in the first half. Do you know what this means? This means it is possible and maybe even reasonable to go for the 15 catches in a game. That might actually be doable. I don't know if it's helpful, but it's a long-term play. Like, if I'm already winning the game, I might as well be focusing on the guy who can develop. And he's at 100 receiving yards. Is it possible for me to get to 200 receiving yards with him? I don't know what the season stat achievement is. I don't think it's 1,000 receiving yards. But I do think it's possible to get to 1,000 receiving yards if you can get 100 yards every game. But if he's gonna do that, that's not good. Maria is so inaccurate, it's insane. Fourth down. Alright, do I mess up? Yeah, we still... Nah. It's fourth down. I want a little bit more consistency on fourth down. Because we do still want to be scoring. No, not like this. I mean, it's fine. We're up 3 touchdowns. That's why we're messing around with Hans at all. Is because we're up so much. Oh, this is not gonna get there in time. Oh, and shoot through to the other side anyways. Yeah, that play, if you have like fast players, you can't fully guarantee it, but you can really go for interception of that play on either side, like no matter which direction they choose. Yeah, I hate that I have to put Hans back here. He's not the guy I want to be wasting energy on a punt return. Oh, I forgot to change it back. Well, maybe we get some yards here. Yup, lots of yards. Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. I gotta throw that sooner, but that's really tough. Because he's not open. What is he at? 11. 11 for 174. It's not good.
That was the best sack he got.
Fourth down and goal. Looking to throw, dumps it off to the left. Ooh, took the
bad.
ball and directed it. On their own, 38-yard run. Fades back to pass, going to the air. The Jaguars have it at 42-yard line.
Oh no, that's a touchdown. Oh! Okay, we're just gonna do this.
Sets up the screen. It is caught.
Pickles was wide open.
Caught for...
Seems like things went back to normal for some reason. Let's go! See, you can do that with a faster character. It doesn't need to be much faster, but it just needs to be faster than Angelo Del Vecchio. I know he's tired, bro. We just need 4 more catches and like 20 more yards. It's not that bad. Come on! You can do it, buddy! Ah, see, that's the problem, is if I throw it too soon, the guy doesn't cross the field enough. I guess I can run away. Okay. Nope, I need to go straight back. That's kind of the issue there. If I'm looking to buy time, I need to just go straight back. Oh, come on, Hans. He's so close. Third down. On fourth down, we're gonna throw to somebody else, but on third down, come on, let's go! Yes, Hans with a touchdown. I think that's 15 for 231, maybe 16. Oh my gosh! All right, we're gonna get to see some individual awards on this channel for the first time. 28-0. Now keep in mind,
Sort out the right side.
like I'm cheesing the offense, but you remember the last game where that didn't totally like bring me back in that game. And I'm just happen to have a good time on defense, but not every game's gonna go like this. But if enough games go like this, we can make the playoffs.
Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
And if we can boost up Hans, we might be able to do something in the playoffs. I don't know yet. The questionable thing is, if we boost up Hans, do we suddenly have to stop throwing to him because of the rules? I don't know. I don't know. You tell me. Like, I guess what some people would do is they would take this truly masochistically and either never use any of his individual stats or put it all in kicking, which is a worthless stat. But I just don't think that's any fun. So, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I just don't think that that's going to be the thing that tips the scales, really. But it just adds a little bit of another goal to go for. Okay. What's our, what are we trying to do? We're just trying to get just arbitrary stops, because we've actually kind of achieved our short-term goal of getting Hans in a game record. Oh shoot, you're right, I did the thing. Well, I actually kind of expect him to go for it. I don't know if the game, does the game tell you what they're going for? I don't think so. Alright, so let's check this. He's at 16,238. I don't think I need to be messing with this anymore, but it's nice for the season stats, because it might be able to get him. Yeah, I don't know. I think we do just, I mean, we're up, so I think we do just kind of keep checking it in. Just for like the season stats. If we can get a season achievement on him that by the end of the season, that will be crazy for the playoffs. And the way to do that is to build up early. Oof. Perfectly led, but
Fires it down the middle of the field. Hold in. Complete for some big yards. I got this guy. Oh, took the eye off the ball.
maybe I should have taken this time to spend some time not cheesing. Just to experiment a little bit. I don't know. That's a good question.
Third down and a long way to go. Back to throw. Fires it over to the near side. Hot.
She got great separation from the...
That wraps things up.
Ta-da, here's the first game. 0 interceptions. 15 receptions in the game, here it is. Oh, but look, I only got 1. So it is not 200 yards receiving. It must be 300 yards receiving. Running is the most important stat. I think catching would make this strategy more reliable, but like running is like the most overpowered stat. If I can get a character who can run, that would make everything so much better. So we put in running. There also are cheesy things you can do, because you can actually take away some of these stats and redistribute them. So in that, you can't do this on the original creation screen. And I don't even know if you could do this on original hardware. But you can like click on this and sometimes it takes it away and you can actually put it out here. And then sometimes they even refund you it. That was how I got one of my other created kits to max stats. I just used the exploit just for fun. I wanted to execute the exploit. Alright, so we're looking at this. We've played 2 games. Now the question is the goal to make the playoffs by any means necessary? Or is the goal to achieve this challenge in a fair way? I don't know. Like I say, there are it's not even the fact that I created a custom play, because there are I could have just used, where are we? I could have used this play and it would have gotten me the same thing. But the question is there a way to like achieve this while also having my players like sort of covered? Or is routing up part of the challenge? I don't know. Well, tune in next time.
I just hope we can win a game. Another game.